What's up guys, we just got a new piece coming for the Evo. I got it shipped out from a little place kind of close to LA. His Instagram is Evo Grim Reaper. If you know him, then you know it. This man gets so many Evos, 8s, 9s, 10s, rips and more, and just has parts for everybody. So I got a piece for him. Let me show you what I got. This is the INJEN intake. I have the AEM on the car right now. The AEM one is basically like a stock inlet into a little piece, and then it's like boxed off. While this one, it's open. It's open filter basically. There's nothing stopping all the air noises on that. So the main reason I got it is just so it could be a little louder, and it's just all one metal piece instead of being like the stock tube into like the metal piece, if that makes sense. And on top of this is carb legal, just like the AEM one, so couldn't go wrong with either or. But this one I just wanted a little bit more sound. We gotta get a new air intake though. Air filter I mean, because this one is cooked. I'm not gonna lie, that shit's so dirty, it's cooked. Anyways, the main thing is this right here, and we're gonna go ahead and get some sound clips of both of them, compare and contrast, and you guys let me know what you like better down in the comments below. Before we start any sound clips, we just gotta get this thing cleaned up. Look how dirty this is. Dirt all over it. This one is actually supposed to be like a shiny chrome or polished look, I mean. And just look at it. It's faded. It has a bunch of just not what it needs to be. So let's go ahead and get everything cleaned up first before we throw it in the car. All right, it's been about 30 minutes, but just look at that difference. This is nothing crazy too. This is mostly like just one pass, but got that reflection back in there now. Compared to the other side, which no reflection, looks crusty. And then if we set it down, you could definitely tell a difference. All right, it's the next morning. We got it all shined up. It looks really good. I know I could get it perfect by sanding it down and then polishing it, but I'm not looking for it to be perfect. I'm just looking for it to look good, and this definitely looks good. Now what we gotta do is put it back together and start the sound comparisons. Yo guys, I was gonna just buy a new one, but look at this, bro. They want 80 bucks. Nah, they tweaking. I'm gonna just clean the old one. As you just saw in the last clip, they're taxing like 74 bucks for a new K&N filter, and I'm not gonna pay that. And as good old fashioned with the rest of these parts, that got re-shined up. I repainted this off camera, and I'm about to clean this up with the cleaner, and then to oil it back up. So basically I just refurbished this whole thing, and it only makes sense to do with this now. Let's just hope it turns out better than it looks. Do not mind my super dirty engine bay, but this is the AEM intake. It goes all the way back, and this is what I was talking about with that OEM like plastic piece into the metal pipe, rather than the intake on the engine intake is that solid metal all the way through. So it comes here, makes it look very OEM. You take these off, and that's where the filter is. Still better than stock, but me personally, when it comes to the engine and AEM, I think the engine is just a little better overall. But I'll let you guys be the judge of that. we got the engine intake now. I cleaned up the engine bay so it's not so dirty, but this is what the setup is looking like now. I resprayed this. I cleaned that out as much as I could, and it did get a lot of clean. I actually brought that red color back instead of like that grayish color, and I re-oiled it up. Got this back in there. I had to go and actually get another piece of rubber hose for right there to connect. But other than that, that's the setup right now. And let's go ahead and get the sound clips. Alright guys, that's going to be it for today's video. Let me know down below in the comments, which one do you like better, the AEM or the INJEN intake? Let me know off looks wise and then sound wise. And then go ahead and drop any comments or questions below. Alright guys, see you guys in the next one.